Good Wednesday morning. This is 106.1 KYVZ. Joe Vazurek visiting once again with ag meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather and Atwood, as well as America's Weather streaming channel. Chris, we've got a lot of temperatures in the low to mid 60s, and dew points are quite high this morning.
Yeah, Joe, we've kind of had a big change in our weather pattern. We had high pressure that was over the Rockies and the plains for several days that led to that 100-degree heat. Now that has retrograded and moved back to the Great Basin area, and that has put the central part of the country in northwesterly flow coming over the top of that ridge. And that also has a high pressure sitting over Canada that bringing that Gulf moisture into the central plains. And this morning we got shower and thunderstorm activity that is down there to the south and east of Wichita and northeastern Oklahoma, northern Arkansas, and southwestern Missouri. That moisture will be getting pulled our way as we have an east-southeast breeze pretty much through the entire day at 5 to 15 miles per hour. We're starting out this morning a little bit cool. We got 56, the coolest reading out in Lyman, 63 in Burlington, 62 in Colby and Goodland, and 63 up in McCook. This afternoon's highs will climb into those mid to upper 80s. Those winds will continue to be light from that east-southeast direction as a frontal boundary starts to approach in that northwesterly flow from northeastern Colorado later this afternoon and evening. We could see some isolated scattered storm activity, especially out there along the Kansas-Colorado border. There is a marginal risk that one or two of those storms could become severe. We kind of get stuck in that weather pattern for the next several days. We'll see morning temperatures again in that 60 to 65 degree range tomorrow and Friday. The late afternoon and evening storm chances will be there, but the best day looks like it'll be Friday, when that stuff is a little bit more organized and the threat is higher for the severe weather. Also, the temperatures may be a little warmer on Friday in that 90 to 95 degree range. As we continue through the weekend and most of next week, it looks like that pattern is going to get stuck. That ridge is going to stay down there into the southwest, and we'll be in northwesterly flow. We got pretty much rain chances every day through the weekend and the first half of next week. Looks like that Sunday, Monday time frame, we could have a high pressure that kind of wedges up there along the Great Lakes, and it'll keep the scattered a cloudier day. And we may only see temperatures in the upper 70s and low 80s for a couple days. So these below normal temperatures will continue through the weekend and early next week. And we'll probably wait until Wednesday before we get back to 90-degree readings, which are more typical for this time of year.
Chris, looking down the range, looking down the forecast, a few weeks as we get into the first part of August, what are kind of long-range models looking like?
It does look like in that extended forecast out there, 14 days or longer, towards the end of the month, we'll see those temperatures creeping back up there towards 100, and we could have that typical 1st of August hot heat wave and dry conditions that we tend to see a lot of times this time of year as we're heading back to school. So it does look like we'll warm back up 90s to near 100 to end the month and start August, and probably likely start drying out as well.
Okay, once again, that's ag meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather and Atwood, as well as America's Weather streaming channel. For KYVZ Radio, I'm Joe Vazurek.